truly devastating, and it has shaken all of us. Our purpose in assembling today is to provide all of you with a time to reflect and to lean on each other for comfort and for support. We remember the lives of 4 vibrant and engaged students. Kaylee Canegdo of Alpharetta, Brittany Feldman of Alpharetta, Christina St. Maria of Milton, and Hallie Scott of Dunwoody. We extend our deepest condolences to the family and friends of these students, and we offer our prayers for the healing of their friend and our student, Agnes Kim of Snellville. In this time of great sorrow, let us all draw together as members of the university community. The University of Georgia is a family. We care about each other, and tonight is a time to show that we care. I would like to call on Mr. Houston Gaines, the president of the Student Government Association, who is going to bring brief remarks on behalf of the student body, and then he will be followed by Mr. Victor Wilson, our vice president for student affairs. Thank you all for being here this evening. This size crowd shows the strength and resolve of our community and our ability to come together in the face of unspeakable tragedy. There are no words to describe the pain and suffering the entire UGA community is going through at this time. To end the year and the semester in this way is so painful for our campus to experience. To see our community coming together at such strength, however, gives hope and makes us all proud to be part of the UGA community. Let us continue to be there for one another in the coming days, weeks, and months. If you or anyone you know needs anything at all at any time, please know we are all here for you. The 5 students involved in the tragedy are truly special members of our community. We lost 4 incredibly strong, inspirational women last night and are praying for the other student still in the hospital. The stories I've heard about these women and their dedication to improving UGA, Athens, and the world, that is what we all strive to do every single day, and they embody this. On behalf of the entire student body, I want to express to the family and friends of these women that your UGA family is with you today, and that you will always have family here in Athens. I can't even imagine what you're going through, and want you to know you're in my constant thoughts and prayers. Thank you all again for being here this evening. Let's continue to come together in the following weeks and resolve not only to uplift and uphold the legacy of these women, but also uplift our fellow who remains in the hospital.
Thank you, Houston. This is indeed a difficult day for our community. And I want to echo the sentiments shared by others and send our thoughts and well wishes to the loved ones of these students. As a parent, I cannot even imagine the pain of a tragedy like this. I've done this type of work for 30 plus years, and there's nothing worse than seeing the loss of young life. The outpouring across the campus, the state, the nation, on social media and among those gathered here now speaks to the incredible loss we all feel. We truly care for our students here at the University of Georgia, each and every one of them. And nothing we can say will ease the pain, but our being here together says so very much. And I know we will forge ahead and take care of each other as a UGA family. And the most important thing we can do is be here for each other to care for each other, that person next to you, to the right or the left, behind you, in front of you. And I want you to know, especially students, if you're struggling or need counseling, there are resources for you here. Please reach out to CAPS, which is our Counseling and Psychiatric Services at the University Health Center, or to the Dean of Students' office. CAPS counselors are here at this event if you need to talk. You can also learn more about these resources on the Student Affairs website, the UGA homepage, through our social media, or that media that is there at the Health Center. I encourage you to please use these resources and refer friends who may need support. We all need to lean on each other in this difficult time. We are a family, and tonight we grieve together. But our University of Georgia spirit will, as always, pull us through this. At this time, we are going to make the microphone available to anyone, after we light the candles, to anyone who is in attendance who wishes to say a few words in memory of these students. You all are invited to stay as long as you need to. Thank you for being here and for your amazing support of each other.
Um, Thank each and every one of y'all for being here. This is amazing. I have the honor of getting to be Scott's hideout big sister the past year, and I chose her because I thought she looked like me and that she's really cool. So she became my little for all the wrong reasons, but for all the right reasons, she became a friend so near and dear to my heart. Hallie was the most genuine, joyous person, and I don't think I honestly ever once saw her frowning, and she instantly became friends with everyone she met. I was supposed to introduce her to people, and she introduced me to a ton of people. Hallie is still she's still sharing her joy with us here today by leaving us with such an encouraging verse in her Instagram bio, actually. Her favorite verse was Romans 8:18, which says, "Yet what we suffer now is nothing compared to the glory he will give us later." And all day we've been so encouraged by this verse. It just helps us focus on the joy that Hallie is experiencing now with her Heavenly Father, and she's experiencing full and abundant glory. I urge everyone in this time of tragedy and confusion to focus on the celebration of the great lives that these girls lived and how they are now experiencing no pain and a perfect heaven. Romans 5:3-5 says, "But we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope, and hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us." Hey y'all, many of y'all probably don't know me because we're just Hallie's hideout sisters, and I'm Rachel Claypool, by the way. Sorry, wow. Okay, I just kind of drafted up a little something. It's not much, it's not a fancy verse that I can, attach to anything because this kind of came up at once. But, sorry ahead of time. A phrase Hallie would say often, just to me, I guess, "Geez, Rach," I would just hear that all the time. An expression I would undoubtedly hear Hallie repeat after every silly and stupid statement I made to her, which is pretty often. Along with that playful eye roll, of course. She was just that kind of honest person, not afraid to hold anything back. But the unique thing about Hallie Scott, you ask, her honesty always comes from the bottom of that huge heart of hers. She set out to make every single person she interacted with that much better of a person, and Lord knows she did just that. That girl's dedication towards growing in her faith always astounded me. Hal, you were easy to love, girlfriend. We love you, and don't you worry because you will never be forgotten. And also, I had the privilege of going to Milton High School with the three other girls, Christina, Kaylin, Brittany, and they were the same type of girls, just the most genuine people, the kind of girls that you wanted to strive to know. They were hard to get to because they were that valuable, but their friendships, I'm telling you, were amazing. And I just want to say to them, keep on rapping the M.
Hey guys, I just kind of got up here today. I didn't really have anything planned. Just going to tell how I met Hallie Scott. We took a finance class this semester together, and one of my friends, Kayla West, introduced me to Hallie. and we just kind of connected through then. I'd see her every once in a while, and I always see her. She always had a smile on her face. Just every time I saw her, it could be, small talk, or we could, talk a little bit. I didn't know her very much, but one thing I did know is that if I ever saw her, I'd always see her with a smile on her face. And, I believe she's got that smile on her face still right now. I don't know if you guys, believe in heaven or anything like that, but I do. And I believe that, she's smiling up in heaven right now. I believe that, that it doesn't stop right here. There's a verse that I love, Matthew 11:28, or 28:11, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting it right now, but it's, "Come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And I think those girls found that rest today. You guys, all you guys are dogs. We all go to the University of Georgia. You got a stage that you don't even know you have. Let me tell you something. Go and do great things. Don't take this life for granted, guys. Go and do great things. Do it in a bulldog fashion. Do it the dog way, and do it with a smile on your face, like Hallie would have. I love you guys. It's incredible to be a part of the Bulldog Nation, and I think this is amazing. I know all those girls they would be proud to be a part of this. Everybody here is here because they've impacted your life somehow. This school has impacted your lives. So impact other people's lives, please.
Wow, there's a lot of people here. I felt like God was just urging me to come and share this. I grew up with Christina and her brother Nick and a few other people here. This was her last Instagram post, and it's kind of long, but it's really worth it, and I think just God wanted me to share it with you. He's giving me the strength right now to even be up here. So it says, "The stress is real right now. Maybe you're a freshman experiencing severe levels of heartbreak over the end of the most amazing year. Or a sophomore who just hit 20 and feels like their youth is escaping you. Or a junior who's trying to pull your life together because it seems like everyone else is, but you really just never want to grow up. Or a senior who's graduating and doesn't have a job lined up, and the real world makes you want to vomit. Life isn't easy, and the heartache is deep. It's all too easy to grab onto things because of fear for the future. Whether you're holding on to that guy that's a total jerk because everyone around you seems to magically have a husband and this might be your only chance at love, or you're spending every waking hour clinging desperately to that perfect GPA that seems to be sprinting away from you, and anxiety is controlling your life, or whatever it may be. Things are escaping you, but you refuse to lose your grip on them. But there's only so many things you can hold in your hands before everything falls to the ground and you're left with nothing. You're empty, you're frustrated, you're lost. I've struggled with all of this over the course of this year, and it's almost funny to see how illogical my mind has been. And all of these inconsistencies of life, I've too easily overlooked the one constant, and that's God. Yeah, it seems blatantly obvious and typical, but it's not so easy to remember when you're blinded by stress, loneliness, and uncontrollable change. So yeah, your grades aren't perfect. Yeah, you have no idea what you're doing with your life. Yeah, that boy, girl isn't madly in love with you. But don't be blindsided by all of it temporary, because so much that you... I'm sorry. So you can't allow yourself to see the fact that God has been here the whole time, and He is madly in love with you. And He knows what He's doing with your life. Take joy in that, and let it motivate you to live life with passion and boldness instead of hindering yourself into sadness and stress. Stop trying to grab hold of inconsistency and start trying to grab hold of Him. Because once you do, life is something worth smiling a big goofy smile about. Thank you. Oh my God. My name is Courtney White, and I'm the chapter president of Alpha Chi Omega. Last night, my world was shattered when I learned about the loss of two beautiful souls, Kayla and Christina. These two girls were life lovers. They were compassionate, selfless, loving, caring, individual, unique, hilarious, dedicated, driven, and spirited. And they were also best friends. Along with Hallie and Brittany, these four incredible people walked together hand in hand through the gates of heaven last night to meet their Creator. If anything from this tragic situation can bring any peace of mind for me, it's knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt that these best friends met Jesus together last night. Christina was a free spirit. She lived for our Lord and was not afraid to let you know. Whether it be through a poetic Instagram caption or a brilliantly written song, she shone a light into this world like no other person could. Her smile will be missed. Her sweet music will be missed. Her drive and dedication to bring others to our Lord will be missed. She will leave a lasting influence on my life and to countless others, thanks to her boldness to speak out for what she knows to be true, and for unapologetically being herself. Kayla was my girl. She's my right-hand woman, if you will. She had this uncanny ability to make you laugh when you just were not in the mood to. But I'm so thankful for that about her. I had the absolute pleasure of working alongside her on the Alpha Chi Omega Executive Board. For those who are familiar with Greek life, the standard chair is not normally very popular within the chapter. But not Kayla. She was so compassionate. She's welcoming to all. She would have been an amazing president. But God had bigger things planned for her. And I'm so honored that I got to spend the time with her that I did. I'm so proud of her, and I always will be. Together with my sisters in Alpha Chi Omega, we mourn the loss of these beautiful people, but we celebrate the lives that were lived with such purpose, meaning, and influence. And with the support of the Bulldog Nation, there's no doubt in my mind that we will overcome such a tragic loss. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Oh, that is a lot of people. Guys, I'm Lindsay, and I am Brittany Feldman's big. I feel like all day I've just been saying that this is a really bad dream that I can't wake up from. And I feel like that's a feeling that a lot of you feel. Sorry, I don't have anything prepared. But I just wanted to say that I chose Brittany. I knew that I wanted her to be my little. When she smiled, that $1 million smile at me, she's probably the best smile I've seen of anybody I've known. And I thought that everything she said was the coolest thing ever. And Brittany is one of those people who genuinely love life. And that is something that's so rare to find, especially in a college student. She was at such a good place in her life. She knew she wanted to make a difference in the world. She lived life with a passion. And that is exactly how she want every one of you guys to live. That's really all I wanted to say. So we're going to be really sad, but let's continue on the legacy of all of these girls who sound so great, I'm shaking, and just live life with a passion and make a difference just like they would have done in the world. So thanks.
Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. I didn't know I was live at 5:30. Where do you want me to stand? I was told to go live after. Yeah, that's fine. I was told I was to go live after this is over. Get in front of the camera. And just pan off of me, okay? Okay.
Yeah, you get really in trouble with it. And the whole reason why we're all here, and the whole reason why we're all so close is because of Agnes Finn, our RA, who we all joke about it, forcibly shoved us into a room on the first day of college and said, go make friends. And she was like really mean about it, but like we all are really thankful for her about it now. Because she really like, look what she did, and she created a family. And when we heard that there were girls in our hall, it wasn't just some disconnected thing. Like we all felt it. We all met up before, and these were incredible, incredible women, and they will be remembered.
That's what I thought. I have to do this. I'm just a freshman. Being honest with you, I never met none of the girls. However, as you guys can see across from everybody that's here, I don't think everybody got a chance to meet me either. I guess I'm just going to expound upon how it means volume. How people advertise and they talk so much about how they're a family, how they love each other, but how a great tragedy like this can happen. But for people to come, I mean, finals are next week, but people still made a sacrifice of themselves to look upon fellow dogs. So simple and short and sweet. On behalf of all those who didn't know them personally, the family, the friends, the loved ones, I hope you can see that we care. And I hope that you remember this as we're going through those further obstacles and challenges. That's all I want to say, and for me, myself, is just an honor and just so amazing just to see so many people come together, wrap around each other. So God bless you all. Let's continue to pray and look forward. Thank you.
I'm not wearing shoes. But I just felt like I needed to. And I brought a coffee. And I've got my purse with me, so I would always tell my mom, I'm so mad at you that you didn't give me a chance because it was something that she controlled. When it's somebody that was just, who doesn't want a copy of themselves? She got to be my friend, and I got to be my first sister. Saying that you were or giving the signature, how the eye roll. You do it. She was just such a big person. But y'all, they see the status is we only had one family dinner. And we always talk about we're going to do it, and it just got drawn out. And now, like, here we are. We're with a broken little family, and we're just sad, and we miss everyone. And on that day, I had a plan with me and Kayla in my friendship, and I have laughed harder with that girl. She was so funny, and she could say 2 words, and I would die laughing. And I, like Rachel was saying, it was a privilege to be her. And I was just talking to Rachel the other night, like, I love her. But I want to be better friends with her. And she's like, you guys can see her, and I don't love her here. Like, go off and do something about it. And then I get this news. And it's like, well, shoot. You talk about all this stuff in the future, and then it doesn't happen. So what I'm trying to say, y'all, and what made me come up here and speak, is if you have a friend that you lived with your freshman year, or somebody from high school that you were good friends with that you just haven't connected to in a long time, I want you to please, I want you to get out your phone, and I want you to make time in your schedule, and I want you to say, hey, I think you're great. Please hang out with me. Please see me, and just do it. And because you know what? It's probably going to get the ball rolling, and you'll see them, you know, in a week, and then it turns into an every weekend thing. So just please, y'all, make those connections, because you don't know when you're not going to be able to make them anymore. And I love all y'all so much for coming out. I don't know half of you. 10 ninths of you. A lot of you. But thank you. Oh, we got another. Yeah.
Looking at all the people here, I just wanted to say that our morning is becoming a celebration for their lives, for their meeting with their forever with their Father. and their time on earth. As they expound on what Savannah was saying, our tomorrows are not guaranteed, but our love here today is. No community is defined by institutions, but there is no such community I'd rather be a part of than University of Georgia right now. Thank you, all of you, whatever you define your community is. Add to it, grow within it, make it stronger. I love every single body in this room, and I feel like when the breeze comes, that's their presence. We love these girls so much, and if you don't know them personally, thank you so much for coming today. We always celebrate them. Don't put things off to tomorrow. Don't put off, I text you tomorrow. You don't need as much me time as you think you do. So let us now, for my favorite author who passed away a couple of months ago, celebrate in this. Let us take nature and comfort in the country of our brothers. We are all brothers and sisters, so let us enjoy in that moment and cherish their lives together today and forever.
I forgot to say one thing. Wasn't sure if I could make it through once, and now here I'm trying to do it again. But my favorite Bible verse, and one of Hallie's favorites, is Romans 8:18. It says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." And the first thing our minister said to my parents when he found out before my parents got to the hospital was that verse. And in Hallie's personal bag was a letter that had that verse in it. And I don't know if that's just me, but if that's not God talking, I don't know what is. But we're all in heaven right now, and they're in a better place than us. So let's continue praying for all the families and.
I'm Sheridan. I got the privilege of welcoming Hallie into Try It Out, and I did it by sprinting from O-House barefoot, and knocking on her door saying room service or something really stupid. And she came out and we scared her and she like fell on the floor. It was hilarious. But moral of the story, Hallie was somebody that no matter what, I mean, like Kayla, Christina, Brittany, and Agnes, I knew them all, and I know that everyone is touched by them now. But I think that what we can take from this is we can take their the spirit that they had for life, for UGA, for family, for friends, for just everything. And I think that I don't know. I just think that we can love each other just like we love them. And we have 4 amazing guardian angels looking over all of us now. And we thank for Agnes. And yeah.
She said her life was shattered.
Hello, Darren Keller, and I had the honor of going to school with Kayla, Brittany, Christina. When I first moved here from New Jersey in first grade, I didn't know a lot of people. In the second grade, came around, I met Christina, and I remember playing soccer with her brother. And she's just a wonderful human being. And I remember I had a huge crush on her in second grade. I always call her Sabrina for some reason. I call her Sabrina for some reason. Just crush on her. Then we went to middle school, high school, and I met Kayla and Brittany, and they were 2 peas in a pod, always together, doing projects in school. And they always challenged me, because they always did better than me. They were much smarter than me. So every time we get a great bag, they'd be like, oh, I got 100. But they were always happy and loving and smiling. Looking down upon us, smiling at the family we have here, the support that the family and friends are getting. So I just encourage you guys to go out and smile and be happy and make an impact and be like those 3 wonderful women. So I just thank you very much. And on behalf of Big Ups on High, we're all here for you. From Pi Omega, Phi Delta, Pi Big Phi, and then if you ever need anything, and Hallie's brother, we're here for you. And we're praying for you guys, and for Agnes, we're praying for her too. And she's going to pull through. She's going to make it. We're going to be here to support her. So I love you guys, and I love the Bulldog Nation. Thank you very much.
Kayla and Brittany were my students. And teaching the class human development as the lifespan. Engaged in this course and Brittany's one of our majors. It's a huge class of 299 students. But I distinctly remember them coming to my So when I heard the news today, I was just devastated and crying all day, and just the outpouring of love for them. And my students telling me all the stories about them, and they're their roommates, their best friends, they study together, and they walk to class together, they love each other. And,
Check, 1, 2.
One of the things I've been reflecting on is thinking about the lifespan, because that's what I teach, human development across the lifespan. And I think about, you know, the saying, it's not the years in our life, but the life in our years. And so I'm just so confident that for these amazing young women, and for Agnes, that the life in her years has been powerful and profound and has touched so many lives. And they will continue to live in us. I have no doubt about that whatsoever. And what I want to encourage all of you, and myself included, is to just be mindful every day to continue to love passionately, to give wholeheartedly, to not sweat the small stuff or the big picture, and to live your life every single day to the fullest. So even lifespan isn't to old age that you feel like you've lived fully regardless. So thank you for listening to these words, and my heart goes out to each and every one of you, and I'm so thankful to be here at UGA. They are the best students ever, and I'm so thankful for each one of you. And my daughter Aida, who is in middle school at Clark Middle, knows Agnes, and so she wanted to say a few words, and she'll tell you a little bit more about it.
I live in Munis, and I was lucky enough to know Agnes. She was one of my wildlife leaders. She would come out to all of the soccer games, and she would be getting events at school. And she would sit with me at Chick-fil-A just after school and just talk so genuinely. She was so kind. And just praying that she gets better.
Thank you all again for being here. Take care of each other. For those of you who are able, we will have a campus memorial service for all the folks in the community who passed away in the last year. We will Tuesday, May 3rd at 7 o'clock. We protected UGA as we are expecting a crowd. We don't really get in chapel. So just check the homepage, the location, and we will have